You know anything about the Israelites at all?
Yeah.
What you know about it, man?
I seen when y'all talking on the street, let the word know what's going on.
You from around here? You seen us around here a couple times?
No, it's my first time here, but I've seen y'all
okay.
across the nation.
All across the nation, right? Yeah, we all throughout the whole United States.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about it? You agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Christ is a black man.
Christ is a black man, right? What do you? I'm saying, as far as you being Israel, do you understand how that is? How you being Israel? Do you agree with that or disagree?
I actually agree with it.
You agree with it? That's right. So you didn't know about the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and how we identify as being the children of Israel and all that. Right. Yes, that's fine.
You got yours?
Right. So have you ever seen like slavery in the Bible? Have anybody ever showed you that? They never showed you that. All right. Let's show you real quick, man. Give me that Deuteronomy 28, man. All right. We're gonna show you. Give me verse 15. We're gonna show you why slavery even happened from the jump. This right here. You know what I mean? It's not just pictures that we being shown. It's actual history that happened to us as a people, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, meaning to hearken is what? If we didn't hearken to God's voice, what does that mean? We didn't take heed to the scriptures, right? So now what's going to happen to us?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So to observe, to do all his commandments and statutes. One of the commandments you keeping right now was having a beard. You understand what I'm saying? But what another commandment? Having on fringes, keeping the Sabbath day, such things of that nature, right? Those are the things that God commanded us to do as a people, as blacks, Hispanics, and natives, that we should do, but we turned away from that. And therefore these curses are poured upon us. It's going to say that. Read.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God's saying, because y'all don't hearken to these words, and hearken to the things that I'm telling you to do, these curses are going to come upon you. What are some of those curses, right? We're going to show you.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
God says, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Who are mainly in the ghettos? What race of people, what nation of people are predominantly in the ghettos? Us, right? Blacks, Hispanics. That's us being cursed in the city. And what else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field. When were we cursed in the field as a people? Look at these signs right here. When were we cursed in the field? Yes, when? During slavery time. And even in today, field pertaining to the world, even in the work field. We the first fire, last hire. These are the things that how we identify as being the children of Israel. You understand? Give me another curse. Give me verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people.
That's another thing right there, being cursed. It says your sons and your daughters going to be given to another people. When did that happen to us?
Our sons and daughters were given to another people?
Yes. When our sons and daughters were stripped. You understand what I'm saying? When was it? When did that happen? Right. You understand what I'm saying? During the slavery time, and even today, and during DHS, they gonna take your kids away from your CPS if they deem you to be an unfit parent. You understand what I'm saying? And if you gonna have to jump through hoops just to get your kids back, and them your kids. But if they feel that you're deemed an unfit parent, they can take them away at any time. So God said, read that from the top again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
When the scriptures say that you shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, meaning you're going to mourn for your kids, you're going to cry for your kids. What's some slave movies, such as what? Like, what you got, Roots, 12 Years a Slave? You know what I'm saying? Those times when they was taken and stripped from the kids were stripped from their parents, the parents would cry all night long. Why is that? Because they knew that they didn't have no might to get their kids back. This is our history. This is our slavery within the Bible. All right, give me another curse. Give me verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Therefore what though? Because we didn't serve him with joyfulness and gladness of heart. We got to serve our enemies. All right, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which the Lord sent against us. As being his people, we suffer these curses. Not all nations suffer these curses. You understand? Us being his people, You understand what I'm saying? We were given his word, given his laws. Therefore, we're going to have to endure these curses that we're going through today as a people. Still getting shot down in the streets. Like I said, first fire, last hire. These are the things that we still go through as a people. We do have some successful people. You know, the LeBron James, the Oprahs. But us as a nation of people, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. All right, read on.
In hunger and in thirst.
God says we're going to serve our enemies in hunger. Whenever we want to go get something to eat, you know what I'm saying? Whenever we go get our groceries, where are we buying it from? And who owns those things, though? The Walmarts, the Sams, the Winkos, and stuff like that. Who owns those companies, those big brands like that?
Supposedly Jews.
Right, the so-called, but we're the Jews.
Right.
But they're the Jewish. Jewish. You ever paid attention to that term, Jewish? They're pertaining to be as the Jews. They even in their name understand that they're not the true Jews. We're the true Jews of the Bible. We suffer these curses of Deuteronomy 28. We're the people of the book. The same people that Moses led out of Egypt. We're those people. You understand what I'm saying? So we're suffering them in hunger. We got to serve them in hunger, right? Read it again.
In hunger and in thirst.
And in thirst, right? Whenever we want water, even if you was to collect rainwater that falls freely from the sky, you will get a fine, you will get a ticket from that, or potentially thrown in jail. These are the curses that we suffer as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness and in clothing. Most of our clothes, when we read it, what does it say? Made in what? The textiles of what? Made in China. Of our oppressors. You understand what I'm saying? This is the curses that we suffer as a people. You understand? Keep reading.
And in want of all things.
So now if you want anything, you want an education. You understand? You want to learn about your history, your nationality. We have to go to who? The public school system. Who predominantly runs that? Them. They ain't around here. You can say the name. The so-called what? White man, right? They the ones that run this system and all that. You understand what I'm saying? He says we're gonna have to serve them for the want of anything that we want. We want a job. We gotta go to them. You understand? We want clothes, food, water. We have to go to them for that. We can't go to our own people. The dollar is not circulating within the black community. Here on Black Wall Street, it was doing that. But it got burned up. Why? Because we were not keeping God's laws. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
God says, therefore, he shall put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Who did that people? What nation of people did that happen to? Had yokes of iron upon your neck. Yokes of iron, right? That's right, man. This is how we identify ourselves. These curses and what we go through today are to be signs for us in these last days to identify who we are as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. To the point that we don't even call ourselves black no more. I call myself an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. My brother gonna call himself an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Gad. We're coming back to our true nationality and heritage of who we are because we are destroyed of that. Because now who we're learning from? Our oppressor, the so-called white man in which the Bible calls him Esau. All right, I'm going to show you one more curse. Give me verse 68. How did we get over here to the land of Americas?
As far as transatlantic, what so-called transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Anybody on ships and stuff like that.
Right. And that's also documented in the Bible, all right? We're going to show you that real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28, yeah?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God says we shall be brought into Egypt again. I referenced earlier, Moses delivered us out of Egypt. And during this time in Deuteronomy, we was already out of Egypt. So, and during the time of Egypt, do you know what the Israelites were doing? Or what condition they were under?
Egypt.
During the time of Egypt, the Israelites, yes.
They were under the condition of oppression.
Oppression.
I guess you could call it slavery.
Slavery, right?
Yeah.
Servitude, bondage, all right? We're going to show you that biblical definition in the Bible. Give me Exodus 20.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
This is the true definition of what it means when it's talking about Egypt within the Bible, all right?
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. And what you said earlier is synonymous for what? Slavery, right? So God, go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. It says, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again, or slavery again. Read it from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Or slavery again. But how you said earlier, how did we get over here to Americas? Right, read on.
With ships.
God says we're going to be brought into slavery with ships. That did not happen to all nations of people. You understand? But it happened to who? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's how we identify ourselves with this Bible. That's how we can come out proudly, boldly, and say that what? We're the Israelites.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.